our good friend, friend of the podcast, but also founder originally of our Living Podcariously podcast, Mr. Ron Canniff.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
What's up? Hi, everybody.
It's weird. I feel like the Mexican meeting the white person whose job I stole.
Adam, how would you like to turn into an idiot?
I'm not sure I follow.
For our new sponsor, Village Idiot Pub, the 5K.
Oh, yeah. Village Idiot Pub in historic Cocoa Village is holding an event for the Children's Hunger Project called The Village Has Lost Its Idiot Again.
The run is a 5K held right in front of Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa.
It's an event to raise money and awareness for the Children's Hunger Project. While you can run, you don't have to. You can walk, skip, or drink your way to the end.
So bust out those costumes, bedazzlers, and sequins and get creative, as there will be awards for the best dressed fool or idiot. The theme is Masquerade Ball.
Also, you've heard them on Living Podcariously do a performance, as well as guesting on the Twisted 10. Our friends of the podcasts, Hot Pink, will be performing for the Village Idiot at 7 p.m.
This 5K is not a timed event. It's a fun run. It's really about having fun and raising some money for the Children's Hunger Project.
Village Idiot Pub has over 30 beers on tap, including ciders as well as Hefeweizens, my favorite, hundreds of bottle choices, and a great selection of wine.
So get your friends together for the run, then enjoy the board games, puzzles, and giant Jenga inside, as well as Hot Pink's performance.
Jason and the rest of the staff are awesome and will take excellent care of you.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
You can catch the entire cast from Living Podcariously as well as the Twisted 10 there on April 1st for this run. I'm thinking we should set up mics and let our listeners and the people at Village Idiot add some commentary.
Ooh, that could be dangerous.
The Village Idiot Run will be on April 1st, directly in front of the Village Idiot Pub on Harrison Street in Cocoa, directly across from the big park.
Visit Village Idiot Pub on Facebook for full event details.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're listening to The Twisted 10, bringing you original and unique, host-created top 10 lists, recorded live in world-famous Cocoa Beach, Florida, with hosts Tach Van Sickle and Adam Poston.
Okay, how about
Welcome to the naked episode of Living Podcariously.
Holy shit, that really did sound like a voiceover that just came out. Like, what the fuck? Andrea, that was fucking perfect.
That was good.
That sounded like
but
it
this
was-
is the Twisted 10, though.
Welcome to the naked episode of The Twisted 10, starring your host, not me, Andrea Joy.
So go with that. She
Yeah,
just
I like
started
it.
the show.
Yeah, I am. My name's Adam. I'm also not one of your hosts this week. And sitting on my left,
I am Tack, and I am kind of a host. I'm part host. I'm a co-host.
What's going on here?
a coast?
A coast, if
Part
you will.
naked host of The Twisted 10.
I'm Jay Alvarez. Whenever they let the brown guy speak, I do like to say things, but I am also not a host tonight.
All right,
no.
your time's up. Your time's up. White people speak now.
Wow. You know what? I wasn't going to say it felt like the Oscars until you said the white people speak now, and it sounds exactly like the Oscars.
Did he say she say the naked or the racist episode?
Oh, wrong one. Okay, sorry. Take that back. Okay,
Who
you
is
can
that?
speak.
It's
You can
just
speak,
naked
Jay.
racism. It's just all out there for
Take your
everyone to
pants
see.
off and then you can speak, Jay.
Our guest has kind of made himself known, but our guest this week and part host or co-host of this episode,
I bet you he's white.
he is as white as they come. Get it? Skeet. Is our good friend, friend of the podcast, but also founder originally of our Living Podcariously podcast, Mr. Ron Canniff.
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
What's up? Hi, everybody.
It's weird. I feel like the Mexican meeting the white person whose job I stole. Ha ha! Take that, imperialist America! Ha ha!
Oh,
You can't
come
keep
on.
the brown man down, son. We'll just work our way and steal more jobs to get higher.
I'm the same color as you.
I'm a very European-looking Spanish person.
Me too.
Speak with Castilian accent.
Estamos de Barcelona.
All right, so for first-time listeners of this show, so how the Twisted 10 works is each week, the guest host or the hosts bring their own original and unique top 10 list, and there is no restriction on content, language, anything. Every podcast goes out with an explicit tag just in case, and really that's just in case we get Eric to come back from the old school Taint Funny, because his were pretty racy. But I loved it. It was good. Those were good episodes. We need to get him back in studio as well.
Definitely.
But
Tack,
this week...
wait, hold on one second. Tack,
Do
why
it.
do you care if I cough? You're not going to edit it out anyway.
It's okay.
leave it in
I
there.
cough all through it too, right with you. So
They're referring to some behind-the-scenes talk about their podcast that they do called You're 40 Now What?
indeed, this is the reason why Ron is here today. So yeah, I'm normally on the show Twisted 10, but this week we're having Ron guest host on this show tonight, and I'm going to co-host a list with him. First time we've ever done that, Adam.
Nice. A dual hosting event.
Indeed.
Is
I'll have
that
to-
part of the rules?
There are no rules.
The only rule is no eye contact. It's only gay if you make eye contact. If you unless you clasp hands and make a bridge, then it's okay to.
Considering
to
we're all
gaze.
naked, that's good.
A London Bridge?
Eiffel Tower.
It's also not gay if you use a condom. So, Ron, speaking of that,
Just
I
rolls
was gonna
right
say
through.
I was going to say Golden Gate because this is America's son, and I'm going to assimilate before they deport me.
so
We need more women.
You have tact.
How do I argue with that?
hey,
Oh.
I'm done.
Yeah, Tack pushes the mic away.
Just can't talk.
Ron was here for that.
So basically, at this point in the show is when we turn it over to the guest host, or in this case, hosts, to take over the show.
Ron, oh, me start?
Yeah, you
start.
This is
Right.
your idea.
It's your
but-
show, buddy.
It's typically
All
what
right.
happens in rehearsal, guys.
No, this show is out of control. I haven't said that in a long time. But anyway, all right. So Ron and I have come to the show. We have prepared a list, which is in, how do you say it?
English?
Spanish.
It's in English?
It's in English. No, it's
Disponible
in,
en español.
Exactly.
it is in the style, I guess, of our new podcast.
Style of the dog.
Okay. It's in,
The doggy style.
yeah.
Downward dog.
I love doggy style.
Oh.
So it is in the style of our new podcast, You're 40 Now What, which is a
Is
new
that-
podcast, Ron and I.
Go ahead, say it. Continue.
No, somebody's talking.
What?
Was it me?
Anyway, our new podcast that we just started, we're on our 5th episode. It's called You're 40 Now What, because Ron and I are both the same age. We're both 41, so we decided to put a show together talking and discussing all the, I forgot how I worded it a billion times. Ron?
The pitfalls
Pitfalls.
and perils of being
Yeah,
40.
yeah. The pitfalls
And pleasures.
and the lighter side of being in your 40s. This show is fucked up, dude. Can we start over?
No, it's great. Roll with it.
It's not going well at all.
I'm self-conscious
I'm
about how
crumbling.
this is sounding.
Number
I don't want to
10.
do this anymore.
Okay, so tonight, Ron and I have brought a list that we put together in the fashion of our new show that we had started called You're 40 Now What. It's basically the two of us are both 41 years old, and the show is about the pitfalls and the lighter side of being in your 40s.
All right. Are there any twists to your
There-
guys'
well,
lists?
there-
We don't even know what the
Twist?
topic is yet.
We actually have a fun twist for this,
Yeah,
but it's not necessarily about the list. I think it's more about the way we'll present it.
yeah.
All
It's
right.
more of a presentation.
Are you guys going to do a song and dance?
We're going to do a
Oh,
song.
You'll
Please.
be swell. You'll be great.
Well, apparently it's going to be a PowerPoint with a pro presentation talk.
Do I need to take notes?
No.
Is there a
no
quiz?
notes well, the whole thing is kind of like what we're going to do is we're going to. Okay. Well, let's let Ron talk about what the name of the list is. So
All
go
right.
ahead, Ron.
So this is 10 people who didn't really hit it big or find success in their life until they got into their 40s.
Oh.
Or higher. It's over 40 plus.
Yeah, 40
or
plus.
more.
Yeah. I
like
almost
that.
stuck to the 40s, but I got one person that edged it at like 50 or 51. And I had to.
I
throw
have
them
a
in there.
couple that are in their 50s, but yeah. It's
Word.
top 10 successful people after 40.
Nice.
That's what I named it. Is that cool?
And there are all. I mean, I didn't recognize any people on your list, but my list is pretty damn good. Just kidding. Dude.
So you're going to bounce back and forth,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
each are
yeah.
going to do 5 and the
We're
other
gonna-
does 5?
So what we're
Correct
going to
them
do for this is the twist is we're going to start describing like maybe what they did, what they've done, whatever, their history, and you have to
Oh.
figure out who it is.
Oh, I like it.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
It's a little game.
and it's not going to be one of the, at least I wasn't planning on it to be like reveal at the end. It was reveal as we're talking.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
like that.
And I have my references are lifehack.org, businessinsider.com, Wikipedia, and IMDb.
I didn't know I was supposed to have
I
references.
texted that to you, but
My references are the internet.
Google.
Google.
Definitely some Wikipedia in there, but like probably 3 or 4 other sites, and I didn't realize I was supposed to do that. I apologize. I
You
missed that
don't.
text.
It's all good.
I don't ever do that.
I always like to do it just,
He's the only one that does that.
I think I am the only one that does that.
Okay. Well, thanks for looking at me and make me feel a dick about it when you're the only one doing it.
I was like, what about you, Ron, when I texted you earlier
I
today?
texted that to you. Fucktard.
Wait, you guys are 41. Do you know how texts work?
Yeah.
Their kids taught them.
Jay, I think I'm going to get my ass kicked for the end of this episode.
I'm just sitting
Now we're
back watching the
41.
shenanigans.
I guarantee you won't be on this list.
The Shanagan.
Oh, that's not nice. You
You're
saying I
too
can't be
young.
successful after 40?
She's saying you're not yet successful.
Too
Oh,
young.
okay.
Damn.
All right. All right.
Just
You're also
a
not 40.
baby.
That's a good point.
Right. You want to start, Ron? And then
Yeah.
you do 10, I'll do 9, all that?
I will start this off.
All right.
Let's see here. What's the first thing I shall reveal about this person?
Well, we start at number
10.
10.
Number 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you not? You listen to the show. You know what that's all about.
Yes, I gotcha.
We did that on the Dan Comes episode, and he's like, what? It took him a good solid
He didn't
two
do
beats.
it.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. We didn't do it for the rest of the
Yeah,
episode.
no, we're like,
just kinda
he's
all right.
famous, and we made ourselves look like an idiot. We won't do that again.
This person did not even move to France or know anything about French anything
Pee-wee Herman.
until they were 36 years old.
So lived in France, but didn't know anything about it, but
Know
moved
anything
there.
and moved there at 30.
I'm
I'm going to say Julia Childs.
Oh,
Gordon
damn
Ram-
bastard!
Really?
Yes, he got it, Julia Childs.
Right on the
See?
bat.
I know a thing.
Yeah. So Jay is our history buff. He's our history
I
aficionado.
have
So
to be more careful. I thought I was like, no.
he might
I
really
knew
like
who
these.
you did, and I was lost.
I'm gonna,
I was like,
I'm gonna sit over here just so there's no accusations of me looking at the phone. Too.
Tack was looking through the list, still trying to figure it out. Yes, exactly. Julia Childs. She was not introduced to French cuisine, never even ate a bite of French cuisine or knew anything about it until she was 36 years old, moved there with her husband, and then started to kind of fall in love with French food and everything like that. And it wasn't until she was in her 40s that she started to do cookbooks, things like that.
I was going to
And-
say, what is she famous for?
and not until she was in her 50s, so she was really even on television.
Huh.
wow.
Yes.
So she's a famous chef, cookbook
Yes.
maker.
You don't know
Do you
whatever.
not know who
You
Julia
not-
Childs
No.
is?
No
You
clue.
really don't know who
You don't
Julia
know
No
who
Childs is?
Julia
clue.
Childs is.
Look, I'm honest as I can possibly be here. I have no clue, but I don't. Why would I ever watch cooking shows?
Today
or-
we'll be making a foie gras.
You sound like the chef from the Muppets.
Borgy,
Borky.
Pop it in your face in a 3D. If it's actually a great skit, an old Saturday Night Live skit with Dan Aykroyd, where he plays
Yep.
Julia Child, and he does this thing where he like clobs off his fingers and he's squirting out blood.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I've cut the Dickens out of my finger again." It's a great little
really
skit
is.
from Saturday Night Live. But yes, Julia Child starts our list off at number 10.
Nice.
It's funny you bring that up. I have an interesting relationship with French cuisine. I used to manage a hotel in New York for some time, and the owners were all French. And we were having a conversation where we were serving complimentary breakfast to our in-house guests, but the breakfast started getting some word of mouth, so people started coming in off the street, like on their way to work. And I was like, we need to start charging people, and we need to up the orders. So it was we had croissants. We always had croissants there, and I told one of the owners, hey, we should think about, maybe tripling the order on croissants. He's like, excuse me, it is a croissant. I
No, let Adam do it.
I said, listen, fucker.
It is a croissant.
Yeah, he just stopped me. He was like, hey, Jay, it is a croissant. I'm like, listen, fucker, this is the home of the croissantwich and the cronut. So take your buttery, flaky croissant and triple the order, okay? So yeah, that's my story with French cuisine. I'm sorry.
Nice.
All right.
How dare you talk to Julia that way?
So
How
now we're
many,
gonna
how many
move
more
on.
of this list do you think I'm not going to know?
I don't know. My list.
No, you should know
Well,
some
since
of
you
these.
didn't know Julia Childs, I'll just go with all of them.
No idea.
Yeah, well, if Adam's the litmus for fame after 40, I don't think anyone on this list is famous now. Yeah, I use the word litmus. I can do that.
That's
I'm
good.
an immigrant.
Nice.
I like that.
Nice.
All right, so let's move on to number 9.
9.
All right. So this person was born on December 31st, 1948.
Ooh, a New Year's baby.
His
Oh, wait a minute. What did you say?
Well,
On
December
New Year's.
31st,
Oh,
New Year's, baby.
New Year's, baby. Okay, continue.
Well, what did you think I said?
I ain't even gonna say what
I mean, not
thought you
born on
said.
New Year's Day. New Year's
I
baby.
was
New Year's Eve.
confused by what you said.
Well, it's New Year's Eve, baby.
I was just
yeah.
confused. Continue on.
Oh, sorry.
His first role was in a film entitled Together for Days in 1972, but didn't receive any notoriety until his role in Spike Lee's Jungle Fever in 91.
Morgan Freeman.
No. He had done
Oh.
several films
School.
and small roles until his most epic role in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction in 94 as Jules Winfield.
Oh, shit. Ving Rhames.
No.
No, wait, what? Is Jules?
They all look alike, though, don't they?
I mean, I didn't laugh at that.
Okay, so I have to give it up now because
Racist.
so number 9 is Sam Jackson.
Wait. Isn't that what you said?
No,
No, I said
I said
Ving
Ving
Rhames.
Rhames. No, he said Jules. I was thinking of the other guy in Pulp
Marcellus
Fiction.
Wallace.
Marcellus.
Marcellus.
I confused the characters.
What
Yeah.
Yeah.
does Marcellus Wallace look like?
What was
So
the first
Sam-
name you guessed, though?
Oh, I said Morgan Freeman. At first.
Morgan Freeman. Ah, yes. Not Samuel L.
So
Jackson. Yeah, yeah.
Sam Jackson was 46 when he received breakout success in film and television.
Damn, he wasn't famous before Pulp Fiction?
Not, I mean, he did win an award for Jungle Fever.
It's this little thing called an
But
Oscar. It's no big
It
deal.
wasn't an Oscar, but he'd won an award. But he did get.
What did he win? You won the Chamber of Commerce Most Distinguished Gentleman Award.
It didn't say. It just. I just know it wasn't an Academy Award.
Gotcha.
Sam Jackson was 46 when he received breakout success in the film and television. Sam Jackson is known worldwide and has continued success in many films, including countless Marvel productions. And according to IMDb, he has 10 films in production within the next 2 years.
Damn.
And so, yeah. So that's number 9 is Samuel L. Jackson.
I like it.
Say what one more
again?
time. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, motherfucker.
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 Nice.
That was such a good movie. Pulp Fiction was such a
yeah.
breakout for Tarantino.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing about Tarantino. I don't know if he's on your list, but Tarantino had a bunch of those stories already written.
Mm-hmm.
And when he became, when the success of Pulp Fiction came out, he knocked out a few others right back to back to back. And everybody's like, oh man, this guy is such a genius. Well, it took him like 7 years to write those other stories. So he put a lot of work into them. And after the success of those, then his movies started to kind of taper off. Kill Bill was another one he already had written. They started to taper off after a while, not as entertaining because it was not as, researched material or as well-written material.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because Academy Award-winning stuff is just horrible.
Well-
Inglorious Bastards and
Reservoir Dogs is fucking great.
Django Unchained. People win Academy Awards.
Why did you call it
the
Django?
Yeah,
Because it has
Django.
a D.
It's Django Unchained.
It even says it very clearly in the movie.
Django Unchained.
What other movies has Samuel L. Jackson been in?
Holy shit. You really
Oh,
want
I
to go
thought we were.
through
I
this?
thought we were still talking about
Hateful.
Tarantino.
He was Hateful Eight, also another fantastic movie by
That was
Sam.
pretty good.
Sam Jackson's literally been in everything.
He's been in every Snakes on a Plane?
Yeah. The best thing I ever heard was an alternative description for, what was it, Pulp Fiction, was actually Nick Fury tells his favorite Bible stories.
I like that.
Nice.
What was in the suitcase, though?
No one ever knows.
No, he says whatever you want it to be is what.
Yeah,
Tarantino-
that's his
That's
official.
The, that's the
Yeah.
official statement.
A
Official
giant
statement.
porn collection?
Sure.
If you want it to be. If it glows gold for you, then yes, that's
That'll
what it will.
commit.
Only one kind of porn glows gold, if you know what I mean.
Golden
What
shower.
kind?
Gross.
Had the nasty kind.
That stuff doesn't play here, according to your previous episodes.
If I was Tim Roth, a giant box of porn would totally stop me from robbing a restaurant.
But Adam loves golden showers. Took him months to
Got
get
quiet
me to
for a
do it.
second.
I don't-
I have no
I don't
response for that.
I'm gonna cut that part out.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Which brings us down to
yeah, number 8.
Remember? Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this person.
You didn't
you gotta say number 8.
We
Oh,
ain't gonna do
number 8.
Number 8.
Ocho.
Sace. Oh wait, no, that's not.
You just said.
Now I'm
Stick
supposed
to
to
your
do,
language.
Am I supposed to do 6 now? What
No,
happened?
no,
Okay.
no.
So number 8. All right. This person did not find great fame until they published their book in 1859.
What?
Ooh.
Ooh, all right, 1859.
1859. Their most famous work, of course.
American author?
Charles Dickens.
Man, I thought you had it for a second. You were
Oh
so
no, wait,
close.
not Charles Dickens.
Yeah, I think you know. I think you know.
Charles. No, I don't know. I was just trying to
No,
guess it for today.
you're feeling it. He was a naturalist.
Oh, he's a nudist. Yes.
No.
Right? That's what that means, right?
No. You still got porn on the brain, Adam.
Listen, it's me. What does naturalist mean?
Well, I'll keep going here in a minute and I'll
Okay.
tell you.
Did he have an electric car?
Not if he wrote a book in 1856.
He wrote a book theorizing something that no one had really theorized before.
Oh, Charles Darwin.
Yes.
Oh,
And he
very
did it-
good.
He did it pretty much off zero physical fossil evidence found at the time. He just pretty much theorized it in his head, of course, proven true. Yes.
Yeah, he
Charles-
based most of his work in
Charles Darwin.
most of the evolutionary off of sketches.
Yep.
Yeah,
and,
no fossil record, just
Yeah, no,
sketches.
because there really wasn't a ton of people really didn't go hunting for fossils yet.
Right.
At that point, it wasn't a big thing.
Archaeology
And, yes,
wasn't a thing.
The Origin of Species, published 1859. He was born 1809, so 40 years old. There you go.
Nice. I read a
yeah.
book
Did you
called
say he was
50
born in
years old.
1809?
50 years old. Did that math wrong there. 50 years old.
1809. Is that what
Yes, he was born in 1809, published 1859.
Oh, I
50
thought you
years
said 1959 it was published. I was like, that doesn't.
old. He was really old. He found success at 150 years old.
I was reading a Stephen Hawking book, and granted, I'll admit that I didn't finish the book because it was very long, and
Because
most
it
of it
had words
I
that you had to
didn't-
read.
on the
Smart
shoulders,
ass.
on the shoulders
Yeah.
of giants, that big giant
Yeah,
one.
on the shoulders of giants, and it has several references in there for a lot of Darwin's work, which is really kind of cool. So he goes through and finds a lot of the philosophers and theorists of different eras and kind of collabs and mashes them all into his book. And he did a lot on Darwin in that book. So
Some people read
it's
the
really cool.
Bible. I like to read The Origin of Species. There you
Nice.
Yay, Jesus,
Nice.
go
This
Bible.
this next passage comes from our book of Finch.
go. Voice.
All right, moving on to number 7.
Siete.
Seven. Hey, you can't do it the same as me.
I didn't.
I'm the girl.
7.
You can be the girl.
7.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Adam was higher than I was.
I know somebody harmonized.
Metaphorically speaking.
Nope.
All right, this person was born on November 22nd, 1921. He was an American stand-up comic and actor.
George Carlin.
His first role was an uncredited role in the 1956 film The Killing. His first breakout success was appearing on The Ed Sullivan Show when he was 46 years old in 1967.
67. Either George Carlin. That's not right.
No. Come on, Jay. I'm counting on you. I'll keep going. Well, the next...
What's his name? What's the little short guy that was in Oh God, You Devil?
George Burns.
George Burns.
No.
Damn it.
He gained notoriety in the 1980 comedy Caddyshack.
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no
Bam.
respect.
No respect.
He
no
was also
respect.
best known for his catchphrase, I don't get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield continued success with such films as Easy Money, Back to School, and Ladybugs. Okay, it didn't know.
Wait. You said success with ladybugs?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
we're using-
explaining it right now.
Okay, I was about to say, I think we
So,
use success differently.
It didn't say, because when I was reading it said success, Back to School, Easy Money. Ladybugs wasn't listed there, but I added in there because I like that movie.
Of
I like
course
that
you
movie.
did.
It's a funny movie.
It is a funny
Um,
movie.
Okay, now we're going to get serious. In August 2004, Dangerfield entered the hospital to have brain surgery to improve blood flow in preparation for a heart valve replacement that was scheduled for the near future.
Wait, blood flow wasn't good enough for heart surgery, but they said we're going to wiggle around the inside of your head with the stick.
I don't know. Upon being asked how long his stay in the hospital will be, Dangerfield uttered, "If all goes well, about a week. If not, about an hour and a half." Rodney was
Pronounced dead an hour and a half later.
Rodney was in a coma from the brain surgery for several weeks. He woke up a little bit and was showing signs of awareness until he died just a few weeks shy of his 83rd birthday at UCLA Medical Center.
Ah.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone in for that surgery.
Wait, UCLA? He was at university?
Yeah, he was at the
University
college.
of
There was a bunch of
California.
girls like wearing bikinis that were.
Well, why was he at the college? Maybe
It's
I'm an idiot.
UCLA
for-
Medical Center is the name of the hospital.
But were they teaching other kids how to do brain surgery?
Oy vey.
I don't know. This is a serious question.
No,
I mean,
you Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami is like one of the bigger hospitals, but it's still University of Miami's Jackson Memorial Hospital. It's just a teaching hospital.
Okay. All right.
Doctors have to learn too.
I absolutely
Doctor?
loved Back to
Doctor?
School, the Triple Lindy. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
that's such a good movie.
Yeah. It's hilarious. All I know is I got a lot of balls.
Hey, I don't have a problem with you.
Hey, everybody, we're all getting laid.
What's his name? What was the character's name in there? But
What movie?
when I have a problem with you, then this guy has a problem with you. And it was his buddy that would kick ass and took the
What movie are we
napkin
talking
dispenser
about?
back to school. Took the
shit.
napkin dispenser and crunched it.
It's been so long since I've seen that
Oh
one.
man, good movie.
All right, so what number are we on? 7?
Number 6.
Oh, 6. Number 6.
Number 6.
All right, so this person in their 20s and a lot of their 30s was a stockbroker. She also did some catering on the side.
She's the stockbroker, a woman. Come on. Nothing.
The thoughts and opinions of Adam Poston do not exactly necessarily reflect the opinions of the rest of the cast and crew here at the Twisted 10 or those of Dichotomy Media.
Oh shit!
Nice.
I like that. That's
Those
good.
dichotomy people are going to be after you for saying shit.
Mhm.
Okay. It was in 41 when she was 41, not in 41.
Oh, okay.
That someone approached her about writing some cookbooks, of which were actually ghostwritten, but it was her recipes.
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
Yes. there we go.
Martha Stewart.
We're the best team out here, baby.
I got a lot of chefs on this, don't I?
I would have
This is
never
the last
figured Martha
chef.
Stewart for Wall Street. That totally
Yeah,
threw me off.
especially
me neither.
considering
Just a
she
chef.
got
You
thrown in
forgot to
jail
mention
for insider
prison.
trading.
Hey, well, shit. You know what? Yeah, that does make a lot of sense now.
Yeah, and her father. She went to work for her father. He was a stockbroker. So tell me she didn't know it was insider trading. When she's like, "Oh, I didn't know they just did it for me." You were a stockbroker, bitch.
So let me ask
Your
you this:
father was a stockbroker.
when you do insider trading and you
That
make
means
all
you
your
do it
millions,
inside, not outside.
Mm-hmm.
yes, and you make all your millions, you have to go to jail for it. Do you have to pay that money back to the government?
No clue. Ask Martha.
No, time served.
Yeah, but she's not even allowed to be CEO of any of her companies ever again either.
Yeah, you're blackballed.
She
pretty
has to be
heavily when you're
called something
convicted of-
else.
Yeah, the SEC
CPO?
comes down on you hard.
Yeah, and you know what the
C3PO.
C3PO?
the fines that they levy on you are probably going to be worth more.
Than
You're
the
probably going to
money,
get
than the
fined more
profit.
than the money you got. Yeah.
Okay, so it does all
Which,
go to the
I mean,
government.
let's be honest. Martha Stewart is not struggling.
Yeah, no, especially on her new Snoop Dogg special.
Yeah, I
I'm
was-
just saying
I was
that's the
about to
best thing I've ever seen.
I was about to say she's baking cookies with Snoop Dogg. She's doing okay.
See, baby, if you want to get me into watching cooking specials, just do the Martha Stewart Snoop Dogg special. I will be all over that.
I love that meme when it shows the two of them and it says one of these
Which
has
one
a
of these
felony.
is a convicted felon? But which one has been on trial for murder?
Murder was the case that they gave him, so.
Nice.
Kind of off topic, but did you guys see the roast of Bieber they did on Comedy Central?
Oh my God.
One of the dais was Martha Stewart, and
Oh, she ripped that
my
apart. Yeah, she
God.
did amazing.
I
yes,
missed it.
she owned it. But not
Wonder
only did
who
she
wrote her
own
stuff.
Bieber, she owned every panelist
Yeah,
on the
no,
dais.
Stewart was actually. I was quite impressed with Martha Stewart's roasting abilities. More impressed with the person who wrote those jokes for her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder who wrote it.
She turned to Snoop Dogg because Snoop was up there as well. Or no, maybe it wasn't Snoop. It was
He was up there too.
He was? All right, it must have been Snoop. She turned to Snoop and said, "Snoop, you've come a long way. It's something rich. What's the word I'm looking for?"
Oh, man.
Yeah, she inferenced an N-word rich joke to Snoop Dogg on the roast. It was great. That wouldn't have been the only N-word you heard that night, but you
Yeah,
get my point.
I got it.
Sorry, I jumped off topic
good.
there
A little bit there. Well, no, you were still talking
on
about Martha
Martha.
Stewart.
Yeah.
You were still on top of Martha, so that was good.
I get all
that's-
over Martha.
That's
I
all
loved her Lifetime movie
She had a Lifetime movie?
about her being in jail, and she decorated all the cells with all the ladies. They cut out snowflakes.
Was this for real, or was it just like a fictional
It was her story,
depiction?
Was she playing
Okay.
herself in the... Oh, no, it was somebody else? Okay.
but she looked just like her.
Huh, interesting.
Nice.
All right, so that brings us to number 6, which means we will take a break. And when we come back, do you have a teaser, Ron?
No.
Well, you're number 5, so
You're number 5, so you
We're
tease
going to
it.
hear about...
Wait, I got one. You won't believe what number 1 is.
You won't believe it. We're going to hear about maybe some food stuff.
We're gonna hear
More
about
food
Not
stuff.
not
All right.
cooking,
that
though. Not
color
cooking.
shop.
Just
Purple,
food.
Purple, purple,
Yeah.
purple, gold,
All right, so-
gold, gold.
Oh, no.
Sharon.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were... Go ahead.
Done.
No, let's all stop and let's let... No. Like a teacher is fucking rude. All right, we'll be right back.
let's all give you attention because you can't get the love you want from your father.
My father was killed when I was 17 by a drunk driver.
True story.
All right, so let's take a break.
Oh, Jay's face right now is so bad.
I don't know how to take any of that.
Let's all go get a
That's what your
cocktail.
dad said.
I'm just gonna go back to Colombia.
Time for shots.
Brings back some coffee.
All right, so we will take a break. We'll be right back.
Village Idiot Pub. You locals know about it. You guys from out of town have to check them out.
Village Idiot Pub is now a proud sponsor with Living Podcariously and the Twisted 10 podcasts.
It's more than just about commercials, though. The cast here will be taking our show on the road to Village Idiot to record some episodes as well as hold events. They have over 30 beers on tap, including ciders and Hefeweizen, my favorite, as well as hundreds of bottle choices.
Adam, you forgot my favorite, all the delicious wine. So get your friends together and enjoy the board games, puzzles, and the giant Jenga.
Let the owner, Jason, as well as the rest of the staff there, take excellent care of your beer drinking needs.
Mention either one of our shows to the staff and get 10% off your tab.
Tuesday is open mic, Wednesday is trivia, Thursday is karaoke, Friday and Saturday night are live music.
Visit them at 4 Harrison Street, Suite 103, Cocoa, Florida, or Village Idiot Pub on Facebook. And don't forget, they are a dog-friendly location, so bring your friends, family, and fur babies.
Hey, it's Adam. If you enjoy the hosts or the content of the Twisted 10, be sure to check out our other show. It's called Living Podcariously. While the Twisted 10 may get crass and explicit occasionally, it holds no water to Living Podcariously. We do get a little bit more rough and raw on that show. We have a lot of fun producing it and have had some awesome guests. And as always, thanks for listening.
Okay, we have 45 seconds before the anesthesia wears off, so we have to make this quick.
That's not very good anesthesia.
Focused now. Remember why we're here.
Honestly, no. Sandwiches?
Soon. Look, we're here to tell the Twisted 10 listeners about our show, the Conversation Hat Podcast, in which a hat tells us to talk about geek culture, the arts and the abstract, features guests from the creative industries along with original sketches and music.
Oh yeah. I guess we'd mentioned that the Conversation Hat is available on iTunes, SoundCloud, and on stabbedpanda.com, right?
I really wish we'd scripted this before breaking in.
Liam, they're starting to wake up.
Oh, darn, there's no time. Come on, through the window.
We forgot the sandwiches.
DJ Gil Lugo is bringing back the old school.
Just a castaway, an island lost at sea. Another lonely day, no one here but me. More loneliness than any man could bear. Rescue me before I fall into despair.
And we're back.
I love it.
And we're back.
I think that's such a good idea to come back with a segment like that, just to bring it back into the show. I wish we would have thought about that years ago.
So welcome back to the Twisted 10. So Ron and I are doing a dual list. And to go back through the list again.
We're
starting
dueling.
DP
So
for
starting,
double percenters.
I like it.
right, and we're doing the top 10 successful people after 40.
Okay.
And so number 10 was...
Was I first? Okay. Julia Child? No? Yes,
Yes.
Julia Child.
number 9 was Sam Jackson.
8 was Charles Darwin.
It's like a tennis match in here. My head's going back and forth. And back.
Rodney Dangerfield.
6 was Martha Stewart.
All right, which
No
brings
respect.
us...
No respect at all.
Which
That was my
brings
best
us
Martha
to-
Stewart.
Martha
should-
Stewart gets no
That's,
respect.
that's right. His Donald Trump sounds like Jack Nicholson.
Yes, that was a throwback to an old episode. Very
Yeah,
good.
Go in the back catalog for that one, folks.
Yeah, you did.
All right, brings us to number 5.
5
Cinco.
over 40.
All right, so this person was
5.
born... Thanks.
No, you're the host. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, sorry.
Was born on January 17th, 1922.
Oh, yeah.
You got it?
1922? You said
January 17th.
Oh, dang.
Okay.
Nin- 1922?
18th.
All right.
Ni-
She
22?
She
was an American actress.
This thing on? That's the-
Oh, it's on.
1922?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
1922.
Thank you. I asked that like 6 times.
Sorry. I heard you, but I thought you were talking to Jay or somebody.
Marilyn Monroe.
You mean on the podcast, Dak?
1922.
She,
No.
born in 22.
She was an American actress. Her first role was as Lou's Girl in the short film Time to Kill in 1945.
Was it Loose Girl or Loose Girl? No, I'm legitimately
It was
asking.
loose girl mine.
That sounds like a really bad thing to be credited
It
for.
was Lou, like a guy Lou.
Oh, okay,
and Lou's
Lou.
girl.
Betty
girl,
Davis.
okay.
Apostrophe, yes.
I'm loose girl.
I'm a loose girl.
I fuck
3.
anybody.
Betty Davis.
No. She had gone on to do several small roles in films
Oh.
and in television, such
Betty
as
White.
The Carol Burnett Show, Bingo.
Oh,
Dang.
yes.
I was thinking Betty White, and I said Betty
But
Davis.
she did have Betty Davis eyes.
She did such as Carol Burnett Show and The Odd Couple, but finally received breakout success when she joined the cast of the Mary Tyler Moore Show in 1973.
Mary Tyler Moore is so
I'm
good.
the loose girl on Mary Tyler Moore.
Mary Tyler Moore is good.
Mary Tyler Moore Show in 1973. When she, do you know how old she was when she started on the Mary Tyler Moore Show?
104.
Mary Tyler Moore. She's like 6. What year was it?
Like 50.
1973.
Like 54?
She was in her
Close.
51.
late
51, correct.
Give me some math over here.
In 1977, she had her own self-titled show, but that only lasted for one season, which was called The Betty White Show.
Imagine that.
She then went on to appear in several episodes of such shows as The Love Boat,
Love
Waiting
boat.
for that.
Soon we'll be making... Okay.
Saying Elsewhere.
Bosty plane.
Okay. And then this one, Adam, is for you. Also on Who's the Boss?
Samantha.
Jonathan.
Mona.
What's
There's
the
one
other-
more.
Angela.
Oh, Angela.
Angela.
It wasn't until 1985 when she starred as Rose Nyland in the spin-off show from Empty Nest called The Golden Girls.
You know, that still has so much weight. You could watch Golden Girls now and still have relevance.
You know,
in it.
it's kind of
Being a
funny and
friend.
probably no surprise to anybody in this room, but I started watching Golden Girls on Hulu because they have every episode.
Is that why it
Dude,
keeps
that
coming
episode,
online?
that series is awesome.
You
I
want to
love
see
it.
a bunch of heart rates go up at a nursing home. Start playing the theme song for Golden Girls.
Yeah, good call.
Don't even not even the show. Just play the theme song over the PA. You're gonna see everyone start willing and crutching their way over to the little TV room.
So you could just move the TV away. So for like recreation time, they could put the TV far way down the thing.
Put it on a
in the
Roomba.
hallway. Turn on Golden Girls, and they'll all come
Basically,
exercise.
Betty White still continues to wow audiences today while she still works very actively in the industry and makes millions laugh every day. Betty White just celebrated her 95th birthday last January and is still going strong.
She is the definition of self-deprecating humor. Because she makes fun of herself, which takes the power
Which
away
is
from somebody else making
Really
fun of
famous.
her.
That's how Rodney Dangerfield was as well. Like,
Yeah.
he always made fun of himself.
I love her for being tackled, having the shit tackled out of her in the Snickers commercial, and for the straight deep throat kissing scene she did with Bradley Cooper in Saturday Night Live.
Really?
Yes, and the
She's
Californians, one of the Californians.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know that skit, but
Yes.
I didn't know she did that.
What are you doing? But anyway, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
yeah.
Did you-
Betty White is the only depression-era vagina on my bucket list. Oh, why don't you bend over and show me your dust bowl? Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, Betty White is the shit. She is perfect. She's a great old grandma style woman.
I'm just hoping that if I do get to bang her, that grants me citizenship.
I think so.
I think so, right?
I do.
I'm pretty sure it's like number 3 on the INS checklist.
Did you have sex with Betty White? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Skip all the rest.
Yeah, that's one of those people that if you did have sex with, you would say it proudly.
Oh yeah,
I banged Betty White and proud of it. Damn it.
Yep, her and Maggie Smith.
Can I pause the show for 2 seconds, Jay, and ask you a personal question?
Have you ever banged
Is this-
Betty White?
Is this on air or
Yeah,
off
this
air?
is on air.
Okay, I had to
Okay.
check.
Have you lost weight, sir? You seem to. You're looking.
Good call.
It's not a setup. I'm not doing a
happy,
bit.
I'm happy you noticed. I have been very depressed lately.
Depression. See,
Hey,
depression
whatever you gotta
puts
lose
on
the
weight for
you
me.
know?
See, well, you've heard of Body by Jake. I give you Body by Zoloft.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I couldn't do that one.
I just
When I
wanted to
took
say-
Zoloft, it made me feel like I was on a moonwalk every step I took.
Yeah.
It was like, ooh.
Oh, I thought you meant you were walking backwards everywhere you went.
No, like
Okay,
it
I
was
got it.
like everything felt like I was squishing into the ground. I was like, nope, this can't be the right thing to take.
That's a big negative depression, though. No, yes, I have lost a few pounds. I have
good.
recently started going to a fitness center.
Oh, nice.
What is that?
It's just a place where people pay about $35 a month to take a shower where someone just finished taking a standing piss.
And that helps you lose weight?
Apparently.
Because of the illness you will get there?
I think it has to do with picking up the heavy things and putting them down before the shower.
I pick them up and put them down.
Yeah.
Put them down. I'm into fitness. Fitness pizza in my mouth.
For sure.
Sorry.
All right,
couldn't
Ron.
help it.
Moving
Oh,
on.
wait.
Number
He's,
4.
he's very punny tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you number 4.
I think I already know who it is.
Cuatro.
Just based off the accent, I think I already know.
Middle-aged people.
Was he doing an impression?
For middle-aged people. That was an impression, right, for who this
It
character
was
is?
an impression of one of his roles. The
Arnold
roles that actually
Schwarzenegger.
made him famous
No,
in his 40s.
it is. Give me 1 second.
Oh, come on. I already know who it is.
Yeah, I do too.
Ladies and
It's the guy from
gentlemen.
Inglourious Bastards.
Nope.
No.
The little guy.
Andy
I know who you're
Kaufman,
talking
dude.
about, but nope,
What's his name?
it's
What's
not
the little guy?
Andy
Andy
Kaufman.
Kaufman.
No.
Oh,
What's the
shit.
little guy who does the voice from Inglourious Bastards? Do you even know his name?
I don't want to give it
what little-
completely away, so I won't say.
I know you're listening. I still don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll stop interrupting you.
So he had a certain role in a certain movie in 1988.
Oh, in
I don't want to
88.
say the role yet.
Gotcha.
In 88. Back to the Future?
Until then, he just did a bunch of like little crappy random TV stuff. He did a whole bunch of theater acting, things like that. Until one day he asked, "How does the saying go? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker."
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's right. I remember now.
We got it now.
Hey, motherfucker. That's
Who
from.
is it?
Well, that's the John McClane character.
Yeah, but he.
That's Bruce Willis.
no,
but
Bruce
that's not.
Willis was John McClane, but who was the bad guy?
Wasn't it?
Darth Vader.
No, it wasn't that.
He also
Very
played, for the more modern Professor Snape in Harry
Oh,
Potter.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah, dead. Yeah.
What's his name?
Dead.
I don't remember his name.
Oh,
I most recognize him from like when I first saw him. First liked him was from Dogma.
Yeah, no, I loved him in Dogma. He played Metatron. Oh, God, I can't remember his name now for the life of me. Lorraine's going to kick my ass.
Alan Rickman.
Yes!
Alan Rickman.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
yeah.
Alan Rickman.
So he was born
Played the
in,
voice of God.
He was born in
Dogma.
46. And then, like I said, he just had just really crappy little TV roles. I mean, pretty much nothing.
Well, yeah,
Until
I thought-
somehow he got casted as Hans Gruber in Die Hard. In
Yeah, no, he
1988.
Yeah.
made a huge career at
I think
between.
he was 42. When he
I
did
swear to
that.
God, the voice you did though to give us the start of this sounds like. And the guy I looked him up. The guy's name is Christopher Waltz. It sounded like the voice he did from
no, that
Inglourious
didn't
Bastards.
sound anything like Christopher Waltz.
To me, it did.
Did it sound
The
French?
cadence, and then the timing of his speech sounded just like he did in that movie. It was
That-
very calm.
That line I said was from the movie Die Hard, where he's had everybody in the crowd and he's trying to calm them down with his
Gotcha.
creepy Germanness.
What, Germans are creepy to you?
He was.
Yeah, Rickman made a huge career out of just being a character actor. He was one of those guys that totally blended into whatever role you needed him to blend into.
And then he taught Persians.
Todd Pierce.
Potion.
Harry Potter. But yes, the role of Hans Gruber, I should say, the character was actually named in AFI's Best Villains number 46.
Nice.
Top 100
Best
villains.
villain in a Christmas movie.
Yes.
That's right, I said it.
It is. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
I 100%
Absolutely.
agree with that.
Indeed.
You know what another Christmas movie most people don't know about? Gremlins.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
a Christmas
yeah.
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
New
definitely.
York, New York.
I'm sorry. But anyway, that's what I have on Hans Gruber. I mean, Alec Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Harry Potter was
Okay.
such a good flick. That sucks. He died in real life too.
Harry Potter died?
No, Alan
No,
Rickman died.
Alan Rickman. Professor
Hey.
Snape.
He was one of
Welcome back.
the victims of 2016, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah,
2016
that year-
claimed him.
Killed a bunch of good
No, it
celebrities.
doesn't.
Yeah,
count if it
January
wasn't on
2016. I think he
Holly's
was one of the first. He almost kind of started it off, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he died
believe
early
so.
on in the year, yeah.
I'm sure he was another one that was missed in the Oscars, too.
What?
Whatever.
Really?
Oh, they missed a bunch.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. They missed
he
a
wasn't.
bunch, though.
They did.
Dude, they missed
Really?
a bunch. Yeah, I don't know
Wow.
what the hell they were thinking.
Well, they didn't have 2 hours
that
just to do the obituary, mortuary, whatever the fuck the thing is.
They didn't forget him, but
Memoriam.
they also put a picture of a live woman.
Yeah, they put
in
a
the
picture there that
memorial.
wasn't
Yeah.
dead.
What?
And she's in the audience. She's like, I was right here. I don't know why I went
She
black
was-
there,
she
but
was
you know.
Australian. She was Australian,
She
so that
starts
accent was
feeling
way
her
out.
Well, that's the same accent. You want to hear my Australian? No, I'm just sacre de bleu. I'm Australian.
Soccer de blue.
Number 3.
Balls.
Tres.
All right. This person was born on October 5th, 1902.
Ooh.
He was an American businessman. Just after World War II.
Trump. No, sorry.
No. Just after World War II, he began working as a milkshake mixer salesman.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Sorry.
Croc.
Milkshake mixer salesman.
Yes, Jay.
Yeah, Ray Kroc.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
Hold
wow.
that. Hold that. Do you guys
Get
know
it.
who Ray Kroc is?
No clue.
All right, let's keep going.
Ronald McDonald?
Let's,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is that it?
He's not Ronald McDonald. No.
We have so spoiled tax number 2. I'm sorry. Or number 3. I'm sorry.
So anyway, he died.
Tell me, Tat, because I kept my mouth
I have a
shut.
whole paragraph written out that
I'm listening
I write
to you.
all this stuff.
Get it.
Like,
Yeah.
Look
I
at
don't
me. You
copy
tell
and
me.
paste.
You
Michael-
tell me. I'm
Thank you.
listening.
Andrea.
Yes.
I began working as a milkshake mixer salesman at the local Prince Castle store. He began to take notice of 2 brothers coming in and purchasing 6 mixers for him. He inquired about their business and was told that they were opening up a restaurant. Do you know who it is yet?
Keep going.
Okay, I'll keep
It's
going.
the owner of Hardee's.
He immediately saw potential and began to work with the 2 brothers as a franchising agent for the restaurant. He began to start growing the business into several chains. When he was 52, the brothers didn't really see a need for it, so agreed to let him buy out their business for $1 million each and an annual royalty of, do you guys know?
No, keep going.
No, why
free
don't
French
you tell
fries?
us?
No. See, so there's parts of this that you don't know.
Wow.
So an annual royalty of 1.9% of the business. The brothers were offered 2%, but they thought that it sounded greedy, so they went for 1.9. He later grew the industry into a multi-billion-dollar industry from the McDonald brothers into what is now known as the McDonald's Corporation.
What could it be?
And it's McDonald's.
Oh.
Yeah. So I also threw a fun fact in here. Fun fact.
He didn't have red hair?
He did not ever. No. When Ray Kroc was a teenager, he was an ambulance driver. He lied to do it. He lied about his age in order to do it.
You need a lot of licensing back then, Adam. It's like a very perplexed look on his face, like, huh?
I was really looking for a joke to tie into McDonald's to an ambulance. But
Oh, gotcha.
After eating McDonald's enough times, you'll need one.
good point.
He had met a young Walt Disney, and the 2 remained friends. While Disney was developing Disneyland, he asked if Walt had some interest in maybe incorporating a McDonald's into the park. Disney agreed, and it was a good idea. Disney agreed it was a good idea as long as he raised the price of the fries from 10 cents to 15 cents so Disney could collect the profit. But Kroc didn't want to be disloyal to his customers and pulled
You
out.
mean Michael Keaton?
That was not in the movie I watched, Walt Before Disney.
A lot of that,
that was not in that movie, no.
wasn't in the Ray Kroc movie starring Michael Keaton either.
Was there really? Was there one?
Yeah, just
I don't know.
recently. He was nominated.
It was
I
called
thought.
Founders, yeah.
Yeah, he was nominated.
never heard of this.
Yeah,
it was
Michael, it just came
last
out.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was on. It was
wow.
in the Oscars.
within the last couple months it came out.
Damn, I never heard
Tack,
of
that version of your number 3 for the Twisted 10, I just have to say one thing. I'm loving it.
Very
I
good.
see what you did there.
So I got a matter of fact, I learned this today while I was found myself in an abyss. So speaking of Ray Kroc, I found out you guys know the fillet of fish. At
Sure.
McDonald's, right? You guys know the origins of the fillet of fish.
The ocean.
No,
I know the-
that's the furthest.
The origins of species.
Factory.
Yeah, good luck finding any real fish in that sandwich.
Factory.
Okay, so the fillet of fish came up. There was this guy who was a McDonald's franchise owner. Found himself struggling. It was when McDonald's was still just coming up. It wasn't really a big, huge thing yet. And there were a bunch of other restaurants in his area that also sold burgers and similar fare. And he was struggling because what happened at the time in the area he lived in was very Catholic. So Fridays nobody would eat beef. Observing Catholic, and during Lent he couldn't sell anything because nobody was eating beef or anything. And then he realized that the other restaurants around him served fish, which gave them an option. So he went to Kroc and said, "Hey, I'd like to do this." And Kroc shot it down, thinking that's the stupidest thing. I don't want my restaurant smelling like fish. You're an idiot. It's not going to happen. But he persisted. He kept petitioning Kroc to do this. So finally, Ray Kroc, because he's a genius, thought he was going to came up with something else for the observers who won't eat
Chicken
beef and
nuggets.
stuff. Nope.
The McRib.
No, because you can't eat chicken either. On those
Not
days.
beef or chicken?
Nope. Can't eat anything land or air based.
Well, that's stupid.
Well, that's why I'm atheist. So I eat whatever the fuck I want when I want.
So you can eat mermaid.
Yep. So the
He can't.
I eat manatee all the time. What are you talking
Can eat
about?
mermaid out.
Yeah, it'd be really fishy.
How do you know when when mermaid pussy's gone bad? Does it start to smell good?
Very good.
So Ray Kroc gave this guy a challenge. Said, okay, we'll have a competition. You can sell your fish sandwich for one day, but you have to you have to make it where it would cost this much to make, and you have to sell it for this price. And we're going to sell our burger, which is called the hula burger, which ended up just being a bun, a grilled pineapple, or a slice of grilled pineapple with a slice of cheese. And that was it.
Ew.
Yeah. So they set a day, and they were going to see whatever sold more would make it to the menu. So at the end of the day, this guy called up corporate office. Corporate office said, hey, how'd you do? He said, I sold about 350 sandwiches, which is great because it's just a Friday afternoon. Yeah, 300 sandwiches. And he was like, how many did Ray sell? He's like, we can't talk about it, but yours is on the menu.
No.
Nice.
You didn't sell any.
Nice.
4.
Rumor came out 6 hula burgers, and all 6 had the same complaint. Where's the beef?
Oh,
And
then they
so
found
Wendy's
your
was born.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do you guys know who the first Ronald McDonald was?
Ronald Reagan.
I assume a pedophile.
No.
Nice.
The very first Ronald McDonald was Willard Scott.
Really?
John Wayne Gacy.
Pogo the Clown.
Carrot Top.
So that is Ray Kroc is my number 3.
Nice.
Nice. All right, number 2.
Dos.
2.
2. All right. This person was born December 28th, 1922. Do you know who he is, Jay?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Another one, 22. Yeah, another one was
I had a
22.
few that
I'm
were
going to
on
give
there.
you something to really mix this up. He was actually in the military in World War II from 42 to 45, repairing communication equipment until he was transferred to the training division where he put together manuals, training videos, and did the occasional cartooning.
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney. No.
No.
Hanna-Barbera.
No, not Hanna-Barbera.
I think it's 2 last names.
John Hanna or Mr. Barbera. I don't
Stanley.
Yes.
Oh,
Stanley.
nice.
Stan Lee. He got a
I know
job.
Stanley.
He got a job at about 20 years old at something called Timely Comics, or when he was 18 years old. He did odd jobs for them, actually, filling inkwells for the artists, grabbing people lunch, a little bit of proofreading, and erasing
Bitch
pencil
boy.
marks off of finished pages. So then he went into the war. Like I said, he started in communication, but then they moved him into the training division, because he could write, he could do some video stuff, things like that. He did the occasional cartooning there. And then when he got out of there, he went back to Timely Comics. And after the big explosion of DC, they decided they needed kind of trying to capture on that. So what could he do? He created the Fantastic Four at 38.
Nice.
And then in his 40s, he really blew up the world of Marvel.
Everybody makes fun of Stan Lee because all of his characters have the same letters in each one of the names, or something that phonetically sounds the same.
Yeah, and I think he does it on purpose, I'm guessing. Unless he's just not very creative.
Excelsior.
That Stan Lee is just not very creative.
Said no one ever.
Said no one ever.
I kind of just did a little.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Except for Adam.
Except for Adam, who actually said it. But yeah, anyway, so I think he's going to be at MegaCon in Orlando. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I
No,
think so.
no, he has canceled that appearance.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah, he has canceled actually all appearances. Stanley is getting up in age. He is
he's
already,
94.
Yeah, he's already filmed his next 3 or 4 cameos
Oh,
for
the
upcoming Marvel movies
Okay.
because it's getting really hard for him to get around.
Oh,
and
Oh,
be
that's
on
too
set.
bad.
And I saw that coming because when they announced that, I'm like, it's about 2 weeks before he starts canceling all his con appearances. And yeah,
dang it, man.
That-
we
that's
were
gotta
only
be-
but, like-
Stan Lee is
months away.
Stan Lee's like the nerd version of Hugh Hefner, right? I mean, is that a good
Yeah,
equivalent?
That's
yeah.
a great equivalent.
But yet, what's his head's going to be at MegaCon?
Tim Curry?
Tim Curry.
Who's
and
in,
that-
like in a wheelchair in a
Yeah.
stroke. Had a stroke and in a wheelchair, but he's going to be there. And not Stan Lee? Damn. That sucks.
Dick.
no. Yeah, no. Stanley was fun. Stanley was fun. And matter of fact, even though he drew oh God, what was his name? Jack Kirby? Was that the other guy at Marvel Comics?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Fact check me on that, listeners. I think it was Jack Kirby, and he's the one that actually came up with the characters. And Stan Lee, yeah, Jack Kirby, that's what it was. Stan Lee will come up with the stories, so that's kind of how they bounced off each other. He would think of, he's like, hey, I have this guy. He's like, yeah, we'll name him so and then he wrote the story. So that's where Stan
Nice.
Lee came in.
Stan Lee actually did a lot of like Western writing, fiction writing, mystery writing, things like that for this.
Can we not
Timely
talk about
Comics.
him in past tense yet? We're not there.
Well, he doesn't do that
he
writing
hasn't done
anymore.
this in
True.
quite
Good point.
some
Good
time.
point.
Yeah,
Good
well,
point.
in
Good
his
point.
early career, not he's not in past tense. But
Gotcha.
he's gonna live to be 100. He's gonna be a centurion.
Oh, I hope so.
You know how many centurions there are in the United States?
I do.
Well,
know,
we just
'cause you
lost.
told me
We
the
just
other day.
lost Rockefeller today.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Why is everybody? So I don't know anything about Rockefeller. Why is everybody happy he's dead?
Because he
was
was
just a giant bastard.
I
or
don't
something?
know. I've always seen him listed as a philanthropist.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with like the reptilian overlord and Illuminati. Everybody thinks he's in control of that shit. I really don't
World
know.
Order.
I really don't know enough to comment, but
Flat Earth.
he's affected this much of my life, and I'm holding up a big giant zero. So, yeah, no,
Gotcha.
I don't care. It sucks. It sucks that somebody lost a family member. Monsters, you monsters that are celebrating his death.
All right. Well, let's finish this up. Oh,
Anyway,
sorry. Go ahead.
for anybody who might want to know the answer, it's 53,000.
53,000.
53,000 people in the United States over. 100.
Yeah, and I also heard on the Year 40 Now What podcast when you brought this up. Good plug. See what it did there.
Yes, yeah, good.
There is one person that's still alive
In the
from
whole world.
In the whole world that was born in the 1800s.
One person left.
Wow.
Nice.
Born in
117
born
years
in like
old.
November of 1899 in Italy.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Of course, I checked that like
And
3
she's-
weeks ago, so that may not be true anymore.
And she's rich and single. Just saying.
Right.
Go after that.
All right. So this brings us to number one.
Uno.
One.
All right. So this person was born on March 24th.
1922.
Close. 1944.
Oh.
He was later an American actor, but started off his career in the USMC.
U.S. Marine Corps. Okay.
Gomer Pyle?
1961. No. At age 17, he enlisted in the Marine Corps in San Diego, California. For his first few years, he served in the aviation support field before becoming a drill instructor in India Company. Third recruit training. Jay, I think you know it.
It's Arlie Ermy, but that's all right.
Yes. It's early.
Oh, you knew who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's see here. After serving in Okinawa and Vietnam, he was medically discharged from the service from receiving several injuries. On May 17, 2002, he received an honorary promotion to gunnery sergeant by Commandant James L. Jones, becoming the first retiree in the history of the Marines to be promoted. Upon retirement, he looked into acting. He was cast in his first film while attending the University of Manila in the Philippines using his GI Bill. He played a first air cavalry chopper pilot in Apocalypse Now, doubling as a technical advisor to director Francis Ford Coppola. Words are hard. He then was cast as a Marine drill instructor in The Boys and Company C.
Boys, I'm back in town.
Boys, I'm back in town.
For the next few years, he
Weird
played
echo.
a series of minor film roles until 1987, when he was cast most notably
Full
as
Metal
drill
Jacket?
instructor Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket.
Forgive me, but I cannot picture this guy.
Oh,
He
here.
He was
was
a drill instructor in Full Metal Jacket.
Here, I'll show you.
I don't
He had-
think I ever saw Full Metal Jacket.
He had
What the
chainmail.
fuck?
You
Oh,
never
okay.
saw Full
Okay,
Metal
I know
Jacket?
exactly. Yep. No, I've never seen Full Metal Jacket.
And I promise it's not on my phone that I didn't know who the fuck he was when you started talking about him because I didn't know until I pulled up his picture.
okay.
That's why he's sitting here on my phone. I'm like,
He's
who
always the one who gets really animated. and
Yeah.
Something like, get in here, you
Private
pansies.
Pile? Yeah.
Who
Okay.
was
Holy shit, didn't know they stacked shit that high. Yeah.
who was the drill instructor in Stripes? That's what I want to know. That guy was awesome.
Settle down, Francis.
Very good.
Never saw
about-
Stripes either.
What do you got, about a 6 to 8 week program going here? Which is perfect for me. Was it John Candy line?
Anyway, he was 43 in that picture right there.
Nice.
He doesn't look 43, does he? Does he
No.
look only 2 years older than us in that picture?
And which picture? This picture here?
I assume, well, I don't know
He
if
looks like
it's-
80 in this picture. That can't be.
Well, look
40
up Full
something.
Metal Jacket.
Okay.
So he's 43 when he did that. Arlie Ermy still continues to take on roles in film and television today.
Nice.
So yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's another guy who's on you wouldn't expect him to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's-
he is hilarious. Like if you
he's
listen to his
awesome.
interviews, you listen to him like in his candid conversations. he
was
funny.
just originally supposed to be just an advisor for Full Metal Jacket.
He
to make
was
sure they
giving
get all the acts.
giving tips to somebody that was auditioning for the drill sergeant role.
Yeah.
And they heard him in the casting line. Supposedly, I don't know if this is actually true. This is the urban legend.
Yeah.
He was giving tips to somebody that was auditioning for that role, and Kubrick heard him, liked him so much, offered him the role instead
Nice.
of the friend he was
Yeah.
giving tips to.
He's like, well, because he was a drill instructor for years in the Marine Corps,
Mm-hmm.
so Oh man, it's fucking great. If you haven't seen Full Metal Jacket, you
Never
have
seen
to
that or
do
Stripes.
yourself-
Yeah, it's a
It's a totally different movie.
Totally different.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
I know. I got that.
Yes, but Stripes is great too. What the fuck is? Do yourself a favor, get an education, and watch these movies.
All
They're
right.
fucking great.
All right, baby. That means we're Netflixing those two.
I don't think they're on Netflix.
I doubt that either one of them are Netflix.
All right, so that's the end of our list, but I did have a few honorable mentions here.
All right.
All right, just real quickly going through them. I have Henry Ford was 40 when he started.
I almost thought about putting him on the list. I was close, but I tried to get some more females in there.
Abraham Lincoln was 40 until he started reaching success.
No. So I didn't put him on there because he was a congressman before 40. I counted that as success. But that's why
he
I
was in
didn't
his
put him.
30s then.
He was in his 30s when he was a congressman. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't put him on the list. I was
That's
starting
pretty
to, and I was
successful.
like-
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty damn successful.
All right.
So I
He was
left
also
him
the most
off.
popular lawyer in his area before he was a congressman.
Gotcha. Colonel Sanders, he was 65.
I almost
when he
stuck
started
Also, not a real colonel.
that. right.
An
that
honorary
with the chicken?
colonel.
He was a
Yeah.
Kentucky
Yeah.
colonel. So was Dave Thomas of Wendy's.
That is real.
Huh?
That's real.
It's not a real military rank.
But there's a real restaurant.
I'm done.
Vera Wang, who was 40 when she started her stuff.
Everybody Wang Chung.
I don't know how to say this
Do you know who
name.
Vera Wang
Have you
is?
seen
No idea.
Have you seen how giant she's
We
gotten?
sleep on a Vera Wing
Some
mattress.
freaking
Oh.
giant wang, dude.
Did you know that the most common last
joke.
name in China is
No, it's
Chin?
the world.
is Wang?
Chin?
It's the world.
It's Wang.
Oh.
There's more Wangs than anything else out in China.
It's not Wong.
No, it's the most common name in the world.
Little wangs.
Well, that could be too, but it's the most
More than
common in
Smith?
China.
Yes.
A wooden leg named Smith?
I don't know how to say what was the name of his other like.
More
sorry.
than white.
I don't know how to say this name, but I'm gonna fuck it up. But I'm gonna fuck it up to be funny too. It's Momo fuck you Ando.
Yeah, I have no idea. I saw that on every single thing I looked up, and I kept saying, who in the hell is that guy? I don't even know.
You guys want to take a crack at what he did? He was 48 when he did
Hi.
this.
Momofuku?
Has to do with food.
Females.
Momofuku Endo.
That's like
We've
a,
had one of his recipes.
a tribal name. That's a
Yeah, no,
the
he was
heritage of that
Asian.
name is
He's
Asian.
Asian.
Yeah,
He's
no,
Asian.
it sounds
Oh, I
like a
guess it could be
ramen.
Asian.
Well, I know Momofuku is a ramen restaurant out in New York.
Ooh, you're on it. You're on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, he created. He invented instant ramen.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And then also Laura Ingalls Wilder. She was 65 when she wrote.
I'm surprised Morgan
stories.
Freeman didn't.
Are you the John Wilder?
John Wilder, romancing the stone.
Very good.
But yeah, I always heard that Morgan Freeman didn't start. So I started looking him up. He never appeared on any list I was looking up. So I decided to look at his IMDb, and it's not true. Like he did a lot of really big stuff, even like way before he was 40, and I was like, oh, that's.
Really?
It wasn't really until super famous shit. Like, yeah, I'm not counting like some of these actors that made the list. You know, they did stuff way before they were 40, but didn't receive really big roles until they were past 40. But Morgan Freeman did. He did some stuff that was pretty big.
I saw him on lists too, and I didn't understand. I didn't think he belonged there. There's some of those things I
don't think he did.
Yeah, I think
And he
you
hooked
I were
up-
probably running around across the same. I couldn't believe that when we traded our 5. I think we
And
only had
Andy-
one repeat.
Andy hooked
Yeah.
up with his niece
Who did?
or step niece or something.
Morgan Freeman?
Allegedly.
Oh, I
I
heard
don't want to get
something
sued
about
for
that,
that.
too.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
All right, so that is our list.
Good list. I like how you guys tied in your 40 now what to the people becoming successful over 40. That was a really, really cool
Indeed.
tie-in. I like
Thanks.
it.
It was
I
all
like it.
Ron's idea.
Thank
It's
you.
good. Why didn't
He
Ron?
likes it. He really likes
Why-
it.
Hey,
He
Tach,
likes it.
why didn't Ron have these good of ideas when he used to be on our show? What's up with that?
I know, right?
Maybe someone.
I must
was
be like
blocking
Quentin
his
Tarantino that
creativity.
only has one good idea. Douche.
No, he just ran out of them fast.
No. No. Did you see?
Did you not
Hateful
see
Eight?
the last Airbender?
You don't even know how to
Oh,
say Django. I don't want to hear it.
Last Airbender was that. What the hell is that dude's
It's
name?
not Jingo.
am
It's
not-
Jinga.
The M. Night
Jenga
Shyamalan.
Unchained. That's a spoof movie you need to make, Tack.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Jenga Unchained.
Noise. No, you really need to see. Have you seen Hateful Eight?
Yes, I've seen
Oh
Hateful
my
Eight. So it's
God,
pretty
I
good. I liked
Loved that movie. That was one of my favorite movies ever. Love it.
it.
Jay,
That also had Christopher Waltz in it,
Hateful
by the way.
Yes,
Didn't it?
it did.
Yeah, that one had Christopher Waltz. Yeah.
Yes. Jay,
Yo.
Hateful Eight.
Sorry to
haven't seen
bother
it
you,
yet.
sir.
Oh, it's phenomenal. Do you like Quentin Tarantino movies?
I do.
Okay, then you'd love it.
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to love. Does anybody know who Walter Goggins is? He played Boyd on Justified.
Nah, I watch it. I know Justified, but I never watched the show.
My love. Yeah. Anyway, you'll recognize him when you see him. He was also in Django Unchained. He
Hey, you
says
said it right.
"cock-a-doodle doo." I can't say the rest of
Yeah.
it. Okay, got it. That guy. He's in it big. I mean, he's in it bigly.
Yeah.
He's
Ron
in it-
censored himself.
He's in it bigly in this movie, and he's awesome. Awesome in it.
Yeah, Hateful Eight's that one Tarantino movie that I'm like, damn, I haven't watched it yet.
You know, it took me a little while. I was thinking, it's another, maybe it'll be okay. And I watched it. I was like, this movie's amazing.
Hey, we're gonna watch the Netflix special with
Fuller House
no, what's the comic?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave
Already
Chappelle.
watched
Dave
them all.
Chappelle comes out at midnight Pacific time.
tonight.
What? He's got a new
Really?
one.
Yeah,
Dude,
brand new special.
Ron.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ron, we and Ron are still talking about his
Still
old
talking
one he did
about
back in the 90s.
Killing Me Softly from DC
Yeah,
back in
it'll
the
be
90s.
it'll be 3
That was
a.m. on the East Coast when that
awesome.
comes
We
out.
still quote that
I
one.
might be up watching that then. I
quote-
wanted to do an event where we watched it together and
Lorraine and I already have dinner and a date set up for watching
nice.
it. Yep.
That's awesome.
It's on Netflix?
Tonight,
If you
midnight?
do like the
Oh,
Chappelle
cool.
show, you know who
Oh,
he
yeah.
wrote with was Neil Brennan, right? His writing partner. 3 Mics, which is I'll plug the hell out of this one. 3 Mics on Netflix is Neil Brennan's latest stand-up special. Phenomenal. Watch it. Do yourself a favor.
Nice. Okay.
Because he totally raised
Same
the
style
game.
of comedy.
Oh, he raised that bar
Even
so
further?
much
Really?
higher.
Roof.
All right. Is
right.
it time?
Well, we want to make sure Ron gets any kind of plugs in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You
yeah.
want to plug?
Yeah, just our show. You're 40 now. What?
Check it out.
By the way, are
Check
you
it
guys?
out.
So you guys are on
all
iTunes.
that.
Are you in Google Play? Because I searched and searched and I couldn't find it.
I
I
can't
can't-
find. I'm an iPhone guy, so I can't
yeah,
even get
we
into
can't
Google
look.
Play.
Yeah, we can't look it up.
Doesn't
Ah.
really. The app on iPhone for Google Play isn't very user friendly. It just isn't.
Well, I've got the Google thing on here. I'll help you, and we'll see if we can't get it registered
Yeah.
in there again.
And
So-
we're also on the YouTube channel as
We're
well.
on
Dichotomy
Stitcher.
Media.
Right now, for the Android folk, we're on Stitcher.
Yeah. Stitcher. Yep.
or Podcast Addict, which is pretty decent. I use that a lot, so that's where I listen to you guys.
Oh, we're on there. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
well, it
know
pulls from iTunes library, so it'll pull any
Yeah.
iTunes
that.
show.
There you go.
And then the Dichotomy Media YouTube channel. All 5 of your episodes are up there.
Yep. And of course, check us out on Facebook and all that. Go check out the show. If you have a 40-year-old in your life, send them our
It's
way.
not even just for 40-year-olds, though. It's a funny show. It's
Well, I
it's
appreciate
good in
that.
general. I'm not 40, and I like it.
Well, good. That's probably because you know us.
I love to hear all about the finger and the butt talk you guys do on there.
Teaser.
Just kidding. I mean, I'm not
Teaser
kidding,
for
but
the latest
kidding.
That's right. It's
episode.
teaser. You
No,
gotta
no,
go-
we talked about it.
Go watch the show or listen to the show.
Yeah.
Go watch us put a finger in the butt on
Jay?
YouTube.
You got any dates coming up?
Yeah, actually, this weekend, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, I will be emceeing at Gregory's Comedy Club in world famous Cocoa Beach. I will be emceeing for James Yan, who is headlining. He is a fantastic Orlando comic. For those of you that have not seen him, do yourself a favor, come out. He is phenomenal and very fun to watch.
Very cool.
So yeah, Gregory's
He was at the
upstairs
Improv, I
Comedy
think,
Club.
not too long ago, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's Orlando based. He's at the Improv a lot. He
Okay.
tours around a lot, and he is just so much fun to watch. It's all high energy, and it's a blast.
Yeah, we have a buddy from the show, our good buddy.
Dan Cummins will be coming to the Orlando Improv.
Thank you.
Yes.
In June, right?
June, I believe
Yeah.
it's June 8th is when the dates,
Yeah.
the run of dates start, I think. But it'll be that weekend, the weekend of June 8th.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to go see him. And then
Yeah,
he's going to
I'd
be coming
like
over
to.
here that Monday night to do Living Podcariously with us.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah,
All
very
right,
That's
cool.
the
So-
second weekend in June, right?
We don't have a date yet for it.
Well, he's going to be at the Improv June 8th.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
I
he's
went
got-
on there and couldn't find the dates.
Yeah, his-
What are you
Alright,
talking
cool.
about? It's on a site. Yeah, it's like 8th, 9th, and 10th or something
Well,
like
then
that.
he'll be over here that very next Monday.
It's that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He has all three of those dates at
Sweet.
the Improv.
Yeah, if you enjoyed the Dan Cummins show, be sure to tune into Living Podcariously that same week that he's here. It'll be a pretty good show.
All right, so if you want to follow us on Twitter, we are at The Twisted 10.
Yep. Facebook as well, facebook.com/thetwisted10. And
Also,
email. What's the email they can send emails to?
email if you want to get hold of us. You want to be on the show. You want give
If
us
you want to
comments.
host your own show.
Yeah, host the show. You can hit us up at thetwisted10@gmail.com.
Or you can catch us on Podcast Radio Network on Wednesdays at 8 p.m.
Nice.
Cool.
I want to give a big shout out before we get off this podcast to the guys that are in the podcast mafia. There's too many groups, too many podcasts to name them, but they're all Central Florida podcasts. And especially to our boy Jay Flo, who's on the show, the Burn It Down show right up here on Merritt Island, pretty close to us. So
I want to give a shout out to Computer. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, she'll love that. She will love that. That's awesome. All right, you guys want to get out of here? Ron, thank you very much for coming up here
Yes,
this week.
sir.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank
we
you.
for
we
having
miss
me,
you. You need
everybody.
to make yourself more present around
Yes,
here.
come back,
We'll do.
please.
We'll do. I will be back. I already have my next show planned out if Tach doesn't steal it first.
Oh, no.
So you're
I'll
doing
save
it
it for you,
next
buddy.
week?
Yeah, I've got an awesome one for the next week.
Ash Blage,
No, we have
Love it.
we have a guest
Love it.
scheduled for next week.
No, it won't be next week. But, you know.
Right. We have Ash Blodgett going to be on next week. She's Laugh Stash TV. So if you guys want to do your homework now, check it out on YouTube, Laugh Stash TV. There's several YouTube shows or web series that are on there. There's a cooking show. There's there's all kinds of stuff. And there's also a podcast that she's a part of called Let's Rewatch. Check that out too. Do some homework. She's awesome. She'll be here next week.
This is starting to catch on, by the way. I'll make this wrap up real quick, but this is starting to catch on. Guests that we've had on are telling their friends, and their friends are contacting us and wanting to go on the show. It's really kind of cool.
Nice.
We've got, well, they're not really parts of the guests, but they've been on the show before. The band members of Hot Pink want to do their own Twisted 10.
Nice.
So they want to come in, all 5 of them, and host their own. Daniel Dennis from Tom and Dan, he wants to come over and do his own. So we're going to have,
Nice.
I mean, what I consider one of the 2 gods of Central Florida podcasters, because they're,
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Adam,
the
put
Godfathers.
your goddamn dick away.
Don't tell him that. He might not come over.
Don't you dare put your dick
And
away,
a few other really cool celebrities or pseudo celebrities and podcast kings and stuff like that are going to be interested in doing their own show. So we've got, hey, the groundwork is laid, and this baby's taken off. So it's nice. All right.
And I will be your stewardess. So if you need anything, just let me know.
Shall we get the hell out of here?
Fresh in my
Get out
nose.
of here. Yes.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you next week.
We will see ya. Wait. Don't hit stop on the episode just yet. Hey, this is Tach from the podcast you just listened to. And if you enjoy Living Podcariously or The Twisted 10, then you're going to love my new podcast I co-host with my lifelong buddy, Ron Canniff. It's called You're 40, Now What? It's about the trials and tribulations of turning 40 and just getting through life. So check it out on iTunes, Google Play Music, and anywhere you listen to podcasts. Thanks. Now go give someone a mouth hug.